Have you ever chased a big goal in your life, thinking it would finally fulfill you, only to feel strangely empty afterwards? Or have you ever told yourself that you hate being busy and that more free time will change this, only to feel anxious and restless the moment you had it? If so, you're not alone. Hi, I'm Tom and welcome to the Dopamine Factory, where we aim to understand life and craft happiness. For the past 35 years, I've been constantly searching for what makes me happy. Trying new things, questioning my own thoughts, and learning what does and doesn't work for me. Which is all an ongoing journey, and it's now a journey I also like to share with you. So, what are we going to do on the Dopamine channel? We are going to explore themes that shape our lives, like friendship, or doubt, or decision making, and break these themes down into small visual models, all with the goal to better understand life, to take away some stress of the unknown, based on which we then can make better decisions and grow more happiness. And the first theme of this video will be happiness itself. What I've learned over time is that happiness is generally not something you just wake up with. It's more the result of how you see the world and the actions you decide to take every single day. Just as an example. It's hard to not feel at least a little bit of dopamine flowing through your body after a physical workout or after some deep breathing exercises. But it's also hard to feel happiness if you don't understand things. If you don't understand yourself, if you don't understand the world around you, if you don't understand what is happening in your life, and as a consequence constantly worry about what to do next. Happiness is like a garden. Imagine you buy a piece of land and do nothing with it. What will grow? Probably not that much. Or certainly no tomatoes, cucumbers, beautiful flowers. Like, life is just too messy to make that grow out of the sudden, right? But now imagine that you buy that same piece of land and take the time to understand your land, to plant the right seeds and to show up every single day to water it. Then eventually, even if you have all the setbacks in the world, something beautiful will grow. And with happiness, it's the same. If you just expect to feel good without any effort, then sure, you will often be disappointed. But if you learn about yourself, tune into your environment, and keep doing the small things from which you learned that they will make you feel good, then over time, you will for sure grow a happier life. However, your ability to grow happiness depends a lot on what type of gardener you are. And I've observed that there are roughly 4 types of gardening styles. Firstly, we have the victim gardener. And sure, the victim gardener had a rough start in life. It had bad soil, it had no rain, it maybe had some trauma along the way. But now they say, nothing will ever grow here. And they stop trying. Which is really a pity, because even poor soil can grow beautiful flowers if you just keep on showing up. Then secondly, we have the pessimist gardener. And the pessimist gardener has everything. It had rich soil, it had fancy tools, they had the perfect weather, but then they step outside and say, the sun is too harsh, my neighbor's flowers look better, and they just stop bothering, even when all the conditions are perfect. Then thirdly, we have the thankful gardener. And the thankful gardener, like the pessimist gardener, had also all the good conditions, but they don't take it for granted. They show up daily not out of fear, but out of gratitude. They water, they trim, and they protect what they've built, feeling up good about themselves and the process, like they should. And then fourthly, we have the optimist gardener. And the optimist gardener, like the victim gardener, had nothing going right in the early days. Also, their soil was dry, the weather was harsh, but they go out there anyways. They plant, they water, and they believe that something good will grow. And as such, often something good will grow. So what you see is we have roughly 4 types of gardeners where a lot of their success depends on their own mindset and their own actions. Which brings us to how can we become a better gardener? And sadly, there's not a single answer to this, but science offers us some helpful principles for you to do better. And principle number 1 is plant towards the sun, or set a direction. Every garden needs strong roots, safety, food, connection. But roots alone don't make something grow. You also need a reason to go upward. Whether it's writing something meaningful, or building a strong relationship, or simply waking up with energy. A goal gives purpose for planting and as such for life. Principle number 2. Trust the soil, or have some trust. Your thoughts are your seeds, and what you plant you will eventually harvest. So if you keep telling yourself this will never work, then probably your garden will listen. But if you plant even a small belief like maybe this matters or let's just see what happens, then you give your mind the space to grow something positive. And often also this will happen. Principle number 3. Tend your own plot or focus on yourself. Fact is that you can't grow anything by just staring at your neighbor's yard. Like, their flowers aren't your business and their soil is in honesty not your responsibility. Sure, they probably have good things going on in their lives which will make you jealous, but they for sure will also have setbacks that you don't see. Like, everyone has their own challenges and positive things going on. So just stay in your own space and nurture what you can reach. And just grow happiness for you and the people around you. Principle number 4. Start the watering loop. Or good actions lead to good feelings, lead to more good actions. Happiness is not per se a reward. It's an effect of the actions you take. So when you move, you will probably feel better. When you feel better, you likely move more. That's a loop. So just water your garden, even when it sometimes feels pointless, because the action itself builds momentum. And sure, storms will still come, the harvest will not always be perfect, but things grow over time. And generally, just the act of trying triggers enough dopamine in your body to make you feel better, even before the results show up. So, how do I grow my own garden? I truly believe in the last principle, that good actions lead to good feelings, lead to more good actions. And that's also why I every single morning begin my day with a small ritual. Let's call it my garden ritual. I often start with a big glass of water to wake up the system gently, followed by 10 to 15 minutes of light movement or yoga to get the energy flowing. Then I generally do some deep breathing exercises to clear the mental fog, finalized by some journaling to reflect positively on what happened the last days and to get my mindset ready for the next days. And no matter how I wake up, tired, distracted, anxious. Doing this 30-minute exercise always makes me feel better. And that's why I also do it every day, right? Not because I love waking up early, but because it gives me at least one moment of clarity, calmness, and happiness every single day. And for me, this changes everything in how I see and experience life. So, what is your gardening style? And what are the actions that you take every single day to feel more happiness? I really like to hear from you in the comments. And if you made it this far anyways, please consider to give this video a like or share it with someone that might benefit from the message. It's support like this that makes the channel grow, and it's also your unique opportunity still today to give me a small spike of dopamine. Thank you again for watching, and I love to see you in the next one. Much love, Tom.